Liver cirrhosis.
Wait.
Yeah.
I need you to understand that I am not making this video for just no purpose. I am making this video to alert the ordinary Ghanaian that liver cirrhosis is not a spiritual attack. Liver cirrhosis is a medical condition that you need to be aware of. Don't go visiting any spiritual person because you think you've been cursed or something. Liver cirrhosis, as I said earlier on, is a medical condition. Look out for signs and symptoms and get yourself tested. Seek for medical advice and seek for medical attention. Let's continue the video.
It was my worst moment ever. But wait, quick one. I am not doing this video for you guys to pity me or anything. Yeah, I am trying to share a message across. I am trying to let you guys know something that you probably wouldn't have known if some buy me kind. You understand? So please, there is not any video I made here for you guys to pity me or something. I'm trying to pass a message across. I'm trying to document my story. Yeah. This is hard for me. This is hard for me. This is hard for me. This is my mother right there, right on your screen. And we don't have stories together like that. I know it might shock you. Boys and their mothers, they click and all. Yeah. Myself and my mother did click, but we didn't get to spend so much time together. Alright, I didn't even realize how much she meant to me or how much I loved her till I lost her. Let me even start from the beginning. Yeah, I was somewhere in 2017 December. Yeah, and I went to school. When I went, something dawned on me. I felt something. You understand? And I had to call home. When I called, my little sister picked up, and I asked her, "Oh, Mama, way?" And she just went like, "Oh, was it Oku baby? She'll be back. I better check her car. She'll be back." You understand? And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I spoke to my younger brother. My immediate younger brother. I spoke to him, and he also said my mom was ill, and then she had to go to a place for medical treatments and all. So I was like, "Oh, okay, fine, that's cool." So I called my dad. That was when my dad broke the news to me that she's been cursed. Listen, she was cursed. C-U-R-S-E-D, cursed. I was like, how? Because my mom is the type who can't even hit a fly, or who couldn't even hit a fly. She shares whatever that she has. She was just down to earth. Everybody loved her. So who could have possibly done this to my mother? All right. So apparently, since cursing someone is a spiritual affair, someone recommended a certain priestess to my dad. Yeah, and he took her there. My mother spent about 2 months. Yeah, a little over 2 months there, and due to some goddamn spirituality, due to some goddamn religion, due to some goddamn spiritual things, she didn't bath for 42 days, or I don't know. Yes, for 42 days she didn't bath, just because it is believed that sponges and soaps are from the white and it will spoil spiritual things and all. Like, whenever that I went to see my mom, I went there every weekend. Every Sunday, we go to visit her and see how situations are with her and all. Whenever I go there to visit her, I weep. I cry. And I didn't know I'll get there. I cried because my mom's situation was worsening over time. And the uncle, you will go and then see a little improvement. Next week, the thing has escalated. You get the whole thing. I was like, what the fuck is really happening here? What the bloody hell is happening to my mother? And the feet started swelling up. And I was like, what the bloody hell is happening to my mother? The feet was swelling, like it was swelling up. And the tummy was bloating like that. So I don't know, it kind of confirmed that fact that she was being cursed, because here if someone curses you, these, as in the thing that happened to my mom was actually the symptoms of someone who is cursed. You get it? When bloated tummy, on Sunday or night will be swelling up and all. Now when you be swelling. So weirdly, in a weird way, I got to believe that she was actually cursed. And I was like, who the heck is that? Like, who did this to my mom? I cried every night, every single night, because I was missing my mother. Because that was when that I knew that my mom was leaving me. If you know you have a mother here, cherish her. Hold her like an egg. Because if you lose her, no matter how someone else will love you, it wouldn't be as much as how your mother did love you. So please, take this from me. I have lost my mother and I know how it feels. Yeah? We went there one Sunday and then she was pretty fine. So we thought that she was going to be discharged from that godforsaken place. She was just going to be discharged from that place and come to the house. We got a call from the priestess on Wednesday that my mom's situation was getting worse, so we should come pick her up. No, she even told us that she was better, so we could come to we could come to the place where she was. No, it was very far, very far. You get it? So we drove to that place the next day and then we went to meet her. My mom couldn't walk. She was just helpless. She was just helpless and man, we had to carry her to the car. So I was like, what the fuck? You called us to tell us that my mom was fine. And that we should come to we should come to your place the next day to pick her up because she was good. Yeah, but yeah, and then we took her to the hospital, and when we went, the doctor nearly slapped me. He was like, are you not educated? And I said, Doc, like, what is happening? He told me, you are killing your mother, but you don't know. And Obusaya, so what really happened? What do we think is wrong with her? And I was like, oh, it is a spiritual something. And he just said, why have you brought her here? If you think it is spiritual, why the fuck have you brought her here? You understand? That was when he explained to myself, my dad and my elder brother that this is liver cirrhosis. The liver gets to deteriorate. I don't know, people who are on alcohol, people who take too much caffeine. You get it? That was even when I got to know that paracetamol is very bad. Too much of it is very bad. I mean, the painkillers, those energy drinks out there, like they are very bad. It hurts the liver. And the symptoms, they say, I don't know, I have forgotten, but because of the love that I have for you guys, I have contacted a very good friend of mine who is in North America. She is very good. She's a doctor. All right, I have a show coming up on this. I don't know if by the time you are watching this video, maybe I would have started. You get me? But it is on phone with Kush. Yeah, we'll be talking to her on phone, and then she's going to explain to you what liver cirrhosis is. All right, I am not a doctor, so I can't let you know everything about it. Yeah. So apparently that was what was happening to my mother, and we didn't know. She was dying. The doctor gave us, I think, 5 years ultimatum for her to live on earth because it's not doing the last stage. Not I was really hurt, and for a moment I even thought of going to pick a gun, go to the woman's place and then just end her like that. Because all foolish people thought that it is cool for you to, I don't know, mislead people just because of your selfish gains, because of what you're going to gain. The monies we paid to that woman, the groceries we bought for her every freaking Sunday. Guys, it was really hurting. And she was admitted. On Wednesday, she was admitted at the hospital. They did a lot of things to her and she got discharged because she was beginning to feel better near the day. We took her to the house. 2 days later, the whole thing started again. I had to rush her back to the hospital. Let me just quicken the whole story. I had to rush back to the hospital, and that was when everything got scary. That was when my emotions got to me, because that was the freaking time that I actually realized that I had a gem that I was losing. That was the time that I realized that I was losing my mother. I remember that, it was around 3 a.m. in the morning. I sent her to the hospital and then she requested for Coke. As at that time, I was being friends with one of the nurses there. So she bought us Fanta actually. She bought us the Fanta, and when I went, my mom had folded the cloth. Like, I don't know how she was seeing it. Maybe I know who is a Fanta, and then she was just sipping the cloth like that. I broke into tears. Like, I just knelt down. I was like, Mama, I broke into tears. Like, I am in shock. Apparently, the one of the symptoms of this liver cirrhosis, they say it makes you act like a child. Like, it just makes you act like someone who is mad. So upon seeing that thing, I knew all hope was lost, because my mother had folded the cloth and then was just taking it as if, say, we're not Fanta, no. Meanwhile, the Fanta, I was holding the Fanta. Took it to her, she drank a little. As at that time, she could talk. But everything happened so fast. Within a week, everything happened so fast. The next day, my dad came and he asked my mother, like, what are you going to take? I mean, what do you want? Tell me anything you want. I'm going to get it for you. My mom opened her mouth and then she was like, make pepper soup, like red fish, near that day, that kind of thing. So you all even laughed about this. It will be a way you don't think about yourself now. She just giggled. We went to town, we went to get what she requested for. When I came, my mother couldn't talk again. I mean, she couldn't talk again. That short period of time, from the time I made me fabo, it was just some 30 minutes away, like 30 minutes. When there and then she couldn't talk, I cried. The doctor came in and asked all of us to go out because it was just a saddening moment for us all. I just snuck back in and I was mentioning her name, Mama, hoping she would hear me. I wanted to tell her that I loved her, that she was the best thing to have ever happened to me, but then I think it was too late. They came in and dragged me out of the place, and my mom, I could just see my mom crying. She was crying. We went out there, everyone was crying, and it became worse. So the doctor recommended that we transfer her from the private hospital to Cath. And the one thing that when I always remember I cry is the fact that my mom always said that she always, I don't know, she kind of had a funny way to say it. She was like, oh, maybe ambulance here, I mean them be muda, because what if some of them I can't walk, I can't do anything. Now can't do any accident, me jane, me ira, and I may day. She had a funny way of saying that thing, and when I saw her, she was being, I don't know, pushed to the ambulance, and I had to sit by her. She couldn't talk. She was just crying because maybe apparently she just remembered the fact that she has always been saying, say, on the ambulance, Buddha. She was crying. Like, we took her to the hospital. So many things happened, and then she died on a Friday. That same Friday, when we went, she was smiling. Right, so we thought everything was good, but before that, I had a dream that she was looking all swagged out, she was looking all beautiful. She came to the house, she was raw, and I had already heard say also die, will be Yarena also Diana say who said what to know with fear. It means the person is going to die. Take it or leave it. That is true. That is so true. I don't know, so will be Yare now also die. No other so the hospital where you have hope, but or Yare now also Diana say why if you know about fear, the person is gone. I told my dad, and I don't know, my dad kind of knew that was going to happen. So he just told me, oh, you will need to be and see. It means she would come back. She didn't come back. She died on that same Friday that she was smiling to us. And the funny thing is, I thought my mother was going to go because I had not eaten from that time. I didn't go to hospital and I wasn't eating like that. So I decided, so when I'm let me just eat. So Indomie be din with I ate Indomie. Yeah, so around 10 a.m. my dad came and then broke the news to us that my mom is dead. So guys, that was how I lost my mother to liver cirrhosis. So guys, that is my story. That was how I lost my mother 3 years back, and may her gentle soul rest in peace. I don't know how she's going to see this, but I want to tell her that I love her so much, and she meant the world to me. She meant every damn thing to me. Been impressed from that time that she passed on till this time, because guys, my name is Kush. Please do consider subscribing if you like my content. Like this video if you really do like it, and comment. Thank you so much.